It's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment, Jesalyn Harper. You are an author, but you're here today to talk about your blog. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And I'm really interested. This is a martial arts blog. Tell us about it.
I'm actually a martial arts instructor
Really?
here in the Central Valley. And I started traveling with my instructor to different karate schools, which are called dojos.
Right.
And I started keeping a Facebook page. And since I'm a writer, a bunch of people asked if I would start writing a blog and write articles. So I started my online blog called Kenpo Girl.
Kenpo Girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Kenpo is actually the system of karate that I study.
Okay.
And that's kind of my nickname in the martial arts community, is the Kenpo Girl.
Yeah.
So they kind of named the whole blog for me.
Well, great. How long have you been doing this? The martial arts?
I've been doing it since February of 2016. So I'm going to be coming up on my 1 year soon. And it's already taken off. Everyone's actually very surprised how quickly it's taken off.
Now, this is the blog.
Yes.
Yeah. And Jesalyn, what got you into martial arts in the first place?
I actually started when I was young, when I was about 9 years old. We had a DARE seminar, which was an anti-drug, anti-bully seminar, and my karate instructor came to do a demonstration. And so many kids were just really impressed by the demonstration, they started a program at my school. And my dad signed me up because he wanted me to learn self-defense. And the Kenpo system I do is strictly self-defense.
Right.
So I started taking classes, and I did it until I was about 13. I worked up to what we call a purple belt, which is right on the verge of being an intermediate.
Okay.
And my brother was doing it. Well, they shut the program down at our school, tragically. And we were having to drive out of town to continue our classes. And it became too difficult, and unfortunately, my mom had to disenroll me, take us out. But I got back on the mat, and I'm getting ready to test for my brown, which is actually the belt just before black belt.
Well, great.
So I've been doing it all this time.
So
I stuck with it.
Did you?
Yes.
And so you decided to take this and put it into a blog experience.
Yes.
What is a typical, is it a daily, weekly blog?
It's typically a weekly blog. I have a Facebook account and an Instagram account. So I post inspirational quotes, pictures, videos. People can send me stuff about their tournaments. I do promotional stuff as well. So if there's a tournament coming up or a special seminar, usually people will send me the information and I will promote it for them.
Jesalyn, what type of post seems to draw the greatest response in your...
Typically my articles.
Your articles?
My articles are I will cover a system or an event, but I will talk about the, I don't want to say spiritual, but I cover the more emotional experience of it.
The mental focus and...
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Because martial arts isn't just a physical activity.
No, it's not.
It's also an internal journey. So when I talk about these different systems and so forth, I mainly discuss what that system is providing their students.
Very good.
Recently, I actually wrote an article about the U.S. Sumo Federation. Which is starting to really become popular in the United States.
Really?
Yes, and my article was about the Sumo Federation, but it was also about the stereotyping in martial arts.
Okay.
So it's usually two subjects combined into one. And a lot of people, I get a really big response from people.
Well, that's great. Well, what will you tell your audience? Let's say I'm not necessarily a martial arts person, but, I mean, there's got to be some stuff in your blog for non-martial arts people.
Yes, absolutely.
What would you tell people about that?
I actually have a lot of followers that they don't study martial arts, but they have a significant other or a family member that does. And when they read the article, they relate to what...
Bring some insight and understanding and
they
stuff?
relate to it. A lot of people as well read it because they see a lot of the martial arts that's mainstream.
Right.
That you can see on the internet, on TV, and it clarifies a lot of stuff.
Oftentimes that's not, it's more sensationalized or,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what it is they're trying to sell more movie tickets. Or they're trying to make it flashy and showy. And people get this misconception about it. And when they read my article, it comes to light everything. The other thing that I discussed in my articles, I recently did an article about a cane system, which is called Cane Masters, and they train disabled veterans and elderly that have canes how to use canes in self-defense
Very cool.
systems. And so in that, I was discussing, how they can donate to help veterans, how they can, one of the statistics they gave me is that elderly people are the most at risk for violent crimes because they can be overcome easier.
Right.
It's stuff like that that gets people thinking.
Very good. Now, what's the blog again?
It's called Kenpo Girl.
Kenpo Girl.
Kenpo and then Girl.
Okay. That's on Facebook?
Yes, it's on Facebook. I have a website, which is kempogirl.com.
Okay.
I also have an Instagram account, which is Jesalyn's Kenpo Girl. All of the links are available on kempogirl.com, so anyone can go to Kenpo Girl and click on the link and get transferred over.
All right, very good. Well, it's glad this has been a lot of fun.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back, and
Thank
good
you.
luck with your blog.
Thank
Everything
you.
else. All right, we'll see you when we come back.